Hey guys, if you like this content, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys like the video and subscribed to my channel. It helps make these videos worth it going forward.
What's up, guys? Altcoin Shipper here with the crypto market review. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm not an expert doing research. Today, I'm just going to review Bitcoin because Bitcoin is dumping. Altcoins are also dumping at a higher rate. So let's get to it. I'm looking at the BTC USD on the weekly. This is a important level. This 25K to 24K area. There's a lot of confluence in that area. So let's just wipe this chart really quick. I'll put it back later. Weekly level here at 24.3K. You can see that the weekly close. Price never closed above that area really in almost an entire year. It's early June of 2022. We haven't seen price close above that area, obviously before this recent break. What I'm trying to say is that from basically June all the way to late March of 23, we never saw price close above that area. It makes a lot of sense for price to test this 25K area, in my opinion, and there is a lot of confluence with that as well. It's the former wick high. Swing high established back in August of 22, and price tapped that level again in February and of 23. Couldn't close above it until we saw that big move up. Now price is pulling back. The weekly 200 week EMA around 25K is around that area, and that, as I said, is a area of interest. What are we looking at on the daily? I'm going to fib it all out. I'm going to fib out top to bottom. And if you look again with the 25K area on the 200-day EMA, not 200 week, it's also very confluent with the 25K level. 25K level again, swing high, established back in August of 22. And just a lot of confluence with the 200-day EMA, 200-week EMA, the 3.82 fib. Just a lot of interest in that area, in my opinion. Now, when these things usually go, they usually go even harder than we suspect. So I wouldn't at all be surprised if we saw something like 23K. That usually, like, the way in which, what I'm trying to say is that we expect price to bounce at these key areas, but we generally will see like a big wick. So something like this, and then price closes above, would make a lot of sense to me. So if I were you, I would personally just be bidding 25.3K and just layer bids all throughout this area. You could also use this demand area on the daily. This would also be an interesting area, or like this 24.3K area. Basically what I'm trying to say is that anywhere from 25.3K all the way down to 23.6K these are all areas of interest. And I do believe that price is going to go around these areas in the next little bit, but what does that mean? Does that mean that price is overall like over? Is it done? Are we just going to head lower? Is it now just like a bearish market structure? What is the market structure? Like, to me, strip everything else away, I still believe that this is a bullish market structure. And the reason why is that you are still seeing higher highs and higher lows. High, low. No, this is actually a situation where I actually thought that this was a bearish market structure, because I thought that we saw a low established here, high, and then we had a lower low. So I expected price to basically come back up, make a lower high, and then just go back down lower again. Instead, what we saw was massive moves up, and we continue to see higher highs. We haven't really seen a low yet. So lows really stand out to you on the chart. Lows take days and weeks to establish overall. So for example, you saw this low established back in June, July 2021. You saw this low established again in September, October 21. You saw this low established in January 21. These are all lows that take days and weeks to form. We haven't really seen a true low form yet, in my opinion. And what a low means is it really stands out to you on the chart. Like, it comes back down. Usually lows are also lows are also established with this big move down. So you usually need like a big move down for the low to get established. So for example, this big move down here back in November 22, FTX crash followed by consolidation, and that was the low. Again, big move down here followed by a consolidation, big move down here, followed by consolidation. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that you generally need to see some sort of low get formed by a big move down. We haven't seen that big move down yet. Like maybe this is just going to grind down and this is going to be the low. But I wouldn't be at all surprised to see something, as I said, a big move down, one of those nasty wicks that we haven't seen in quite some time. We haven't seen that all the way since November of 2022. What I'm waiting for is something like this, big move down, followed by a lot of chop consolidation, and that's the low, in my opinion. Now, you could maybe make an argument that price is going to be like 2019, where price just consolidates and it doesn't really have that big nuke down. I mean, maybe it was still a negative 20% move, so maybe that's just that's what we're expecting. But or you maybe argue that price is currently at this current area here, like we saw in 2019 in April, where it just consolidated and then continued up. But I'm not so sure. I mean, it's certainly possible that we just, maybe we did see this kind of move down. Where are we at right now? So we're currently at 15%. Maybe we see this shakeout. All the way down to like total 23%. It's still pretty much a joke by crypto standards. And maybe we just see price go down to this 23K level. That's kind of, I wouldn't be surprised, is what I'm trying to say. And 25K is an area that I've marked for a long time. And that's an area of heavy confluence, in my opinion. So, yeah, I would really just kind of view this 25K area as an area of interest. And if this happens, then alts are going to take another like 25 to 30, 50% lower than current prices. And I was totally wrong. I thought that price would continue to consolidate here. And I still could be okay in my prediction that alts are forming a bottom. But again, if Bitcoin goes down to 23K, then alts are going to take a fucking bath. Would definitely be cautious with altcoin bids. I would just put them lower than you think. But for now, like, if you scale down to lower time frames as well, you can see that some of these demand areas are getting taken out over and over and over. And overall, just a very scary time period right now for these for Bitcoin. I would say that you really want. There was a few key levels. This wick established back in March 23rd was an important area, in my opinion. And price dipped below it, then reclaimed it, went back up, and now it's looking like it's nuking below. So, as I said, if you look down to lower time frame levels, it doesn't look great. It's looking like this demand area overall is looking weaker and weaker and weaker every single time it gets tapped, and it's nuking below. So I guess the next level up, if you start looking down on lower time frame charts, is this kind of region around 25.8K area. Price, I would expect price to bounce there, but it doesn't look great in my opinion. And in my opinion, there's a lot more liquidity down below in this 24K area. 25 to 23K area is kind of this area that I'm really viewing next. So kind of playing it level to level now. I'm not in any active positions personally. Just going to kind of wait and see. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for the support.